It's Israel and a new breed with Alpha and Omega. I know you're singing along with this one there, and what a grand song indeed. It's just after 8:08 to be precise. And once again, back in studio, we've got Mr. Alec from Almighty Warriors. Good morning, Alec.
Great to be back with you.
Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Yeah, for somebody who's telling you about how to stay fit and healthy, I've spent the last 2 weeks with flu in bed.
Yeah, so you actually are still a human being.
Yeah, it's good to be up and about again.
Yeah, no, good to see you, sir. And yeah, let's get straight into it for today. I mean, we've got much to talk about. And first and foremost,
Yeah, I'm exploring sort of the thought around your physiology and at being a controllable path in order for you to improve your health span. So just to be more specific there, we're talking about exercise physiology and nutrition, and the fact that those are easily controllable factors that you can immediately effect change and bring about change in your body.
so right now we are also live on Facebook, so you can go check us out on Impact Online. We're going to start here with the scripture, Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 5.
Yeah.
Okay, it says, let your character or moral disposition be free from love of money, including greed, lust, and craving for earthly possessions, and be satisfied with your present circumstances and with what you have. For he, meaning God himself, said, I will not in any way fail you, nor give you up, nor leave you without support. I will not in any degree leave you helpless, nor forsake you, let you down. Relax my hold on you, assuredly not.
I think that is a great place to start, because when God needs to tell you and to emphasize 3 times that he will not leave you and he will not forsake you, and that he's got you in his hand, and that he intends for you to live a victorious, overcoming life, then that is a great place to start your day.
Tremendous. And there's another scripture as well there, 1 Corinthians chapter 9, from verse 25 to 27. I absolutely love this translation, the Amplified Classic. It's very good.
Yeah, I enjoy it because it embellishes and helps you to actually understand and get the message across. So yeah, there we're saying now every athlete who goes into training conducts himself temperately, and that is a key word there, and restricts himself in all things. They do it to win a wreath that will soon wither, but we do it to receive a crown of eternal blessedness that cannot wither. Therefore, I do not run uncertainly without an aim. I do not box like one beating the air and striking without an adversary. But like a boxer, I buffet my body, I handle it roughly, I discipline it by hardships, and subdue it, for fear that after proclaiming to others the gospel and the things pertaining to it, that I myself should become unfit, not stand, and be approved and rejected as a counterfeit. So I think that, to me, that is a very clear scripture, and that one that is very often being misrepresented with regards to the usefulness of your subduing and controlling your physical body. So if we look at what it's saying there, you must conduct yourself temperately. So that's in moderation. You mustn't let your desires and gluttony get the best of you. And then he doesn't say don't do it as far as physical training. He's saying we do it to receive an eternal crown. So it's your motivation that changes. So you're not training and exercising your body and looking after it for the temporary glory that comes with winning a race. you're doing it to the eternal glory of the Lord. So the key with your physiology is that both your nutrition and exercise have an immediate, profound effect on your emotional state and well-being. So when you are feeling down and depressed, and you're lethargic, and you are you are inclined to be even less active, then what we are given the keys to unlock a positive mindset and a positive frame of mind through exercise and nutrition. So when you exercise, your body produces dopamine and serotonin, which are known as the happy drugs, and those are the reward centers, and they decrease the depression that you're feeling, and they lift your spirit, and they lift your mood. So through exercise, we're given a key in which to improve our health, and the same goes for your nutrition. So there's a saying that we've mentioned before, that your food affects your mood. And through controlling what you eat and understanding that exercise and nutrition are medicine to the body, we can bring about healing and restoration and growth. And that puts you in a much, much better frame of mind in order for you to be actually grow spiritually. And we need to realize that there is this physical link between our physiology and our mood, emotions, well-being, our psychology. So you can get the positive spiral of growth and life flowing by taking action and putting the word into action. And as Paul clearly states there, it lies on the other side of discomfort. So we need to take action. We need to have an adversary. We need to have a goal and a challenge. And we need to push ourselves beyond our comfort zone, and to actually expand and grow and develop as humans.
I like that you made the parallel that exercise is like medicine. And I think we all as human beings understand how medicine works. You go to the doctor if you are is feeling sick, and then they prescribe to you, take one pill every 3 hours, etc., etc. So as a professional, what is your recommendation for someone who wants to start taking this exercise medicine per week?
Yeah, it's a good just to reframe it a little bit. The medicine is there to treat the symptoms. What we're recommending is that you go to the root cause, and that we prevent the occurrence of the disease and of the depression by fixing it at the with exercise and nutrition. So your minimum dose, as you would want me to describe it there, is that you need to be doing at least half an hour's physical activity on a daily basis, and you need to split that between doing cardio and doing strength training. So and everybody is more than able and capable of doing that. So on the cardio side, we're talking about things like walking, cycling, running, swimming, anything that will get and maintain an elevated heart rate. And there you're working on your physical fitness. And then on the strength side, we're talking about resistance training. So even if you're just using your own body weight, it's doing things like push-ups and squats and sit-ups, and the more weight you can use, the more resistance you are adding and having to overcome, the better. But consistency is the key. So you need to be doing 2 to 3 strength training exercise sessions a week, and 2 to 3 physical fitness and cardio exercise sessions a week. So they've proven that you need to be doing at least half an hour of physical activity a day, and that it's beneficial up until the point where you get beyond 3 hours of physical exercise a day. So if you get diminishing returns if you go beyond 3 hours, and there's so much that you can do by tweaking the intensity of your training, and the resistance that you are putting your body under. But your body adapts and responds to that, and you have immediate positive benefits regardless of your age, regardless of the physical condition that you're in. And the same goes for your nutrition. So we've spoken about lifestyle diseases, but essentially your lack of care on physical activity and nutrition cause lifestyle diseases. So we need to realize that if you are suffering from a lifestyle disease, you are the cause. You have created the problem, and you can fix the problem. And the keys to that are in your physical exercise and nutrition. And the Bible is full of wisdom to unlock that and to encourage us to be physically active, to be strong, and to have healthy, strong bodies to house your healthy mind, so that we can love and serve others. But again, you first need to love yourself and care for yourself.
You mentioned something earlier when we looked at the scripture on making sure that the athlete trains and conducts himself temporarily, and you spoke about the motive. And I think that's a big point that people miss out on. So what should our real motive be when we're starting exercising and we're starting to eat right, or even on a personal level yourself as a father, as a grandfather now? What is the personal motive that you have that says, okay, I need to get up and go? Because sometimes, look, we don't so much care about ourselves, but if we have to look at our family and everyone else, what can you shed light on regarding that?
Well, and this isn't always the case, but a lot of times from an athletic endeavors, it's about the glory of winning, and the temporary crown of being victorious and of being the best. And that often leads to being vain and to having an overinflated ego and opinion of yourself. And unfortunately, that spills over into people not wanting to look after their bodies because they think it is being or it is vanity, and that they are trying to elevate themselves, whereas it's actually completely contrary to that. So in looking after your health and your wellness, you are actually doing what you are called to in order to be biblically in a position to love, care, and serve for others. So if you are not in a place of good health, then you have created the position, in all probability, through lack of care and attention to yourself, where you are now a burden to your friends and family, and you can't look after yourself properly, never mind look after others. So when you're sitting in an airplane, the first thing they tell you to do is to put the oxygen mask on yourself before you try and help somebody else. And we need to remember that, and we need to remember that looking after and caring for our health and our nutrition is an act of love and service to others. So when you are healthy and strong and capable, you are able to be useful and helpful to others, and that's what we are called to do as Christians. So we just need to reprioritize and understand that our physical exercise and nutrition are the keys to unlocking a healthy, strong, capable body, and your spirit is housed within your body. And if your body is useless, then you are pretty much useless. So we need to take the ownership and the responsibility of getting off our butts and doing something proactive about our health and our wellness, and not just run off for prayer and healing. When we have the tools to effect the change in our bodies, and we've been created and designed specifically like that by the Lord, in order for us to be able to take control. So what I was saying, what I'm trying to say there, is that the understanding that you are able to control and effect physiological changes in your body through exercise and nutrition, and you can improve your lot in life by improving your health span and your wellness, and have that positive impact on your mental state, and then we can grow and develop, and we can be that much more useful to others and to society at large.
So powerful. Before we wrap this up, I think this might be a bit more of a personal question, but there are some times where you get into a place that you haven't, maybe you're sick, but it's not caused by you. You mean you go to the shop, you get COVID or flu, and I think you were also a bit under the weather there, and it's taken you some time to recover. What do you do in that space where you know that you've got to exercise to keep healthy, but you've got underlying conditions that might prevent you from attaining and once again being your fittest person?
Yeah, so if I look now back over the last just over 2 weeks that I've had this cold, flu, man flu, whatever we want to call it. I won't say COVID or Corona because I didn't get tested, so I wouldn't know. But I have done absolutely zero physical exercise.
Okay.
So I know that I have now farmed backwards for a 2-week period, and I know the sooner I can get active again, the better. And now I have to go through a program again of rebuilding and getting back to where I was. And then from a nutrition point of view, I drastically reduced my intake because I knew that I didn't need the extra energy. So fuel for purpose and exercise for purpose, but know your purpose.
That's so powerful. So basically you change your diet as well if you're finding yourself that you're a bit sick, because you're not going to eat to go and exercise. And if you're eating the wrong things now in terms of nutrition, it's going to make that road to recovery much more difficult.
Yeah. So I'll try and continue on the theme and build on it, because we've only really just touched the tip of the iceberg to actually understand the effects of your nutrition and exercise on your physiology.
No, we're really looking forward to that. We also have Shoni, before we let you go here, on the the Facebook Live saying, listening to you has helped me look at my life and my wellness. I'm now doing a 16-8 fast or a
Awesome.
18-10 fast and a 15 minutes indoor workouts. Just started 6 days ago, but creating a discipline to make sure that we don't quit. So I think this program has really, really helped so many people, not just this one.
I'm really happy to hear that. And I'm much more excited to hear that somebody starts off with a 15-minute exercise program than trying to start with 2 or 3 hours, which is not sustainable. It's very important for it to be sustainable, progressive overload, and to build on a solid base, but you need to do it consistently. And I wish her all the best in her endeavors.
Once again, those details where we can follow you and get connected to any programs that you are running personally.
If you go to almightywarrior.me, that's a great start. There's plenty of free courses, paid courses, lots of links to very useful YouTube videos by some very knowledgeable people. But it is a journey of discovery, and take personal responsibility and do something about it.
Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Alec.
Pleasure.
3. Come alive to the beat of life.
Westvaal Menlyn, your number one Isuzu dealership in Pretoria East. The all-new Isuzu D-Max dealer launch is on 7 May at Westvaal Menlyn. Come and test drive the bold new age of Isuzu with the new D-Max, our boldest bakkie yet.